30-second countdown.
You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah. You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah. You know what it is. Everything I do it big. Yeah. Screaming last night when I pulled up the light. Last night, he repping my town. When you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Hey, what's going on to a fun, interesting version of the Players Lounge? What's going on? What's going on, Dante?
I'm doing good, sir. Doing good.
Doing good. Hey, Elias, what's going on, man? How you doing?
It's going good.
Hey, Elias, since you're at the Powder Puff game, I'm gonna mute your mic, and when it's time for you to talk, I'm gonna unmute your mic. A lot of background noise, all right? So we'll roll with that. Hey, real quick though, man, who's winning the Powder Puff game, man? How's it looking?
It's currently 0-0 right now. Both teams have good defense. But Zion's the coach, and Indy is the coach.
Zion and who?
Zion and Indy are coaching for the Powder Puff game.
Coach who?
Zion Gillard and Andy Sheriff.
Oh, okay. Andy. Okay, Andy. So, Andy was one of the guys that old Brock chopped it up with a lot last year as far as the all drip team. He said Andy could not be on the all drip team last year because Andy did not have a six pack. Now I can tell you all the six packs that I got, all up in here and all that good stuff. I have been able to convince, and by halftime last week, I had Brock convinced that you did not have to have a six pack. So when next time we have Andy on the Players Lounge or the Coaches Show, whatever, we're gonna let him know, man. He's gonna roll on that drip team, and I think it's from some of you guys, man. Elias,
big boys can drip too.
That's right, man.
Can drip too.
I mean, look, man. I got my Low Country Radio shirt on. We done changed our color scheme. We got the black and gold Richmond Hill with the flagship from Richmond Hill. But we mixed in our Low Country Radio teal, so I had to change that up a little bit. Of course, you know what I'm rolling with. Bald head, white, black, Richmond Hill hat. But, so, hey, good news on that end. Everybody can be on the drip team, no matter what position you play rolling. But, hey, I'm gonna get back to, there's Elias. So, Elias, I got to ask you, what's the drip look like with the Powder Puff game? You told us the score is 0-0. But what's the drip look like, especially if Andy's one of their coaches?
They both just have shorts and no socks. Well, shortless socks.
Okay, I got you. So some of them got like the knee-high socks, or they got short socks, or a little bit of both.
Just short socks, mostly all of them.
I got. So really, honestly, nothing that stands out. So Andy has not been talking to them about the all drip team.
You said what?
I said so it doesn't seem like Andy has been discussing all drip with the Powder Puff teams, huh? What you think? No.
I think they've been worried about playing and beating Zeke team because Andy team they have a good quarterback. This girl can throw.
Who is it?
I think it's. I'm not sure what her name, but I know it's Avery. Her name is Avery.
Okay, what's their last name? See if you can find that out. See if you can find that out while we talk. While
You
we
know her last name? You know her last name? Oh, we don't know her last name.
That's all good. We'll roll. Hey, in a minute, I want you to flash the camera around and tell us, show us everybody else is there. Where are they playing this game? Where are they playing this at?
The high school field. No, home field.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's at the stadium. Hey, Dante,
My phone.
Go ahead, Elias.
My phone's on 11%. My phone's on 11%, but I'm gonna add my friend into the group chat we have and use his. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, come on to the players now. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, Dante, I got to ask you something here. Now, I've been working on some new style of music because I'm a hip hop dude. I mean, look at my flat bill hat. I would do this, but like I said, it's the players' lounge.
Yes, sir.
I can't roll with that. And I hate backwards hat guy. Backwards hat guy.
I can't.
See it. Go ahead. Tell me
I can't.
Your opinion.
I have a snapback too that I wear, but I usually have something that flattens my hair down, and then I wear my snapback. Well, I have my snapback over forward.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Backwards hat. Tell me if I'm wrong. Anytime you're in like a restaurant or somewhere, if you see a dude watching a bunch of ball games, like I'm at Wild Wings in Statesboro, and they got some baseball games on, and the Chiefs and the Chargers are going to be on in about 20, 30 minutes. If I see a dude with backwards hat, I'm like, man, that guy.
Yeah, you can't have it backwards. If you got it backwards, it's not it. When you got it forward, it looks more drippy, so it looks better.
I hear you. Yeah, first thing that comes to mind is, all right, the dude is probably like 40 or maybe he's 45.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But he acts like he's 12.
Probably mid-40s, probably like a baseball dad or something. Just something like that. It's just something that come to mind.
Yeah. Probably acts like he's 12 or 13. Probably acts like he ain't even got his driver's license. But anyway. But I got to play a couple tracks here. I'm not gonna play the whole track. Tell me if this is a little more on the lines of what we might roll with starting next week. This first one's from Lil Baby.
Oh, Lil Baby.
Lil Baby. Here we go.
Your Nick pass, make it slack.
I've been on the road, I'm gone. Private jet for me and the brosy. Extra Renzo, pick up closer. Made a fist and hit my own stuff. Down the water, I'm on one. It ain't bad right now, it's the long run. I've been acting way too humble. Graduated the streets with hunters. I cashed out with all blue hunters. I see through that cap, cut it out. Way too young and turn.
So we good on that one then.
Yeah, I like that one. For
all
sure.
right. That one's on the list. All right, got a couple more here for you. All right, this one is from Migos featuring Gucci Mane. Now, I know who Gucci Mane is.
I know who Gucci Mane is too.
All right, here we go.
Oh, we bringing it back to the good old class. Yeah, we like this song already. We already know.
Okay. All right, now you gotta talk me through this. What is this song all about? I mean, we keeping it clean, but I mean, what the world is he talking about?
This song?
Yeah.
I think he's just saying that he's just there. You know what I mean? Like he's just doing everything. He's just icy and everything. So he's just flexing. He's flexing everything he got. So he's slippery. Is what he's saying.
Okay, slippery is in. Okay. I got you. So he's talking about drip.
Yeah, that's what I think it's talking about.
Okay. All right. Cool. Hey, I think Jesus Arredondo and Elias are gonna be back on with us in a second. All right. Here we go. I got one. You know what? I'm gonna play one more, and I'm gonna save one that's like it's a classic, but I think y'all gonna like it. I'm gonna say that one for when Elias and it looks like Jesus is gonna be on just a second. Here we go. Here's another one.
I've never heard this before, but it sounds good.
Oh, you ain't never heard this?
I'ma touch the sky. Gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Back when they thought pink polos would hurt the ride before Cam got pop,
We got that
the
thick
doors
face.
closed. I felt like bad boy street team. I couldn't work the locks. Now let's go. Take them back to the plan. Me and my mama hopped in that U-Haul van. Any pessimists, I ain't talk to them. Plus I ain't had no.
Yeah, man. That's kind of hip hop I like. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. You know, I started listening to that a little bit. That's Touch the Sky by Mace and Puff. Yeah, Puff in there. Anyway, it's got some jazz in there a little. It's got some piano in there. Got some brass, bass. Yeah. Anyway. Hey, so what's the pregame meal like tonight?
Well, actually, I already have my pregame meal. My mama and my pops, they got me Subway. My mama got home late from her job, so she got me Subway, and my dad got me pizza. So
you doubled up. You doubled up. All right. So is that something that you I mean, I know linemen. It's like I get it as a line, especially as a lineman. Pretty much all football players across the line, especially linemen. Man, it's like the harder you work physically and working out, exercising, and practice and everything, the more weight you lose. So that means the more you got to eat. I mean, how do you balance that during season, like in season?
Well, during season right now, last season I don't know what happened. Last season I was 270. I was 275. That was my highest, my max weight. And then this season we just change up. I feel like as the coaches change up a lot about the workout plans and everything, a lot more cardio, just doing a lot more work. So I feel like every time we work, we lose it all the way. I'm down to 235. I'm trying to keep eating, but the weight just don't come on. I'm like, what is happening?
Hold on, man. I got
Like loop in the third. Here like here till I'm bitter on the curb. Peach fuzz buzz, but bitter on the verge. Let's slow it down like river on the serve.
Right.
Bottle shaped body like Mrs.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I mean that song gets me jacked. I mean, sometimes I don't even know what he's talking about. It's all clean and everything, but that jazz, man. I'm a former drummer, man. I love hip hop and rhythm. Sometimes I feel like the brand new hip hop, it's got some rhythm in it, but it's like I don't know. It's just not as much creation. Don't get me wrong.
My pops calls it mumble rap.
He calls it what?
Mumble rap.
Oh yeah. And then they start going. These people at the table in front of me, they're looking at me like I warned them. I told them, look, in a couple minutes, I'm coming on with the Players Lounge, and y'all gonna think I'm crazy. But anyway, so they're having a good time here too. So, what's your dad's favorite? Can he feel some of the brand new stuff? I can feel some of the brand new stuff.
If I'm being completely honest, Charlie, my pops don't like none of the new stuff at all. He's all the way. He's kicking it back old school, Thugs and Bones. I'm talking about Thugs and Bones and all of that.
Oh, okay. So next week, if we got you in the Players Lounge next week, which something tells me we will, we got to continue to roll with this. I'm gonna have some Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's the first of the month. Got some chicks and get on. I love it. Hey, I think Elias and Jesus are about to get on. But hey, you guys had how was the homecoming parade today?
The homecoming parade was good. You know, we walked, we said hi, we threw candy, but we were just glad to have all those people there supporting us for tomorrow's game.
I got you. So, yeah, I didn't even know the homecoming parade was going on today. I wouldn't have scheduled this thing at 6 o'clock. So there are a lot of people there. Where do they have it?
Oh, so we walked from the rec all the way to the school. So it's like the rec, and then we just walk all the way around back to the school.
Okay. So, last night on the Wildcat Nation and the Matt Lazat show, we talked to Coach Lazat, about balancing homecoming week, the ball game. And he immediately said, "Hey, homecoming is for the fans." But I imagine you guys, even as players, and I'm not asking you to like butt Coach Lazard at all. I'm not asking that at all, but I imagine there's part of you players that y'all want to feel as much as you can a part of homecoming. You see what I'm getting at? You know, there's a balance there. It's tricky, but I mean, you guys,
I know.
want to be a part of it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mean, as much as I did want to partake in, like the things, but I at the end of the day, I was very understanding about that it is a business trip and we have business to handle, and that it is for the fans. But Ramon Moore, that was about yesterday. Ramon Moore, he partook in a cookie eating contest for homecoming, and that was the most funniest thing ever because that boy was counting down on those cookies.
Oh, so tell me more about that, man. That sounds cool. What kind of cookies?
Yeah, it was a cookie eating contest. We were it was first lunch, and then for Hoco we had to eat cookies. And I have a video of him eating the cookies, but he couldn't use his hands, so he had to eat as many cookies. You had to eat as many cookies without using your hands, and that boy of mine.
You had to eat as many cookies without eating your hands.
Yes, and I told him the trick. I was like, you gotta put two cookies in your mouth, pop the milk in your mouth, and then you'll win. I'm telling you. But he didn't listen.
Oh, Ramon's just a junior, right? Or is he a junior? Yeah, look. He's got to listen to his El seniors, right? Yeah. So he'll know next time.
So also, I ate a lot of cookies growing up too, though. So I was like, I know how this works. I know how
really?
This works, Ramon.
No, man, no. So, hey, you talk about eating cookies and things like that. You're talking about you down to about 235. What kind of weight do you? I know there's a difference between off season and in season. What's your playing weight? What do you like to be at?
Well, I'm honestly, about my last game, I would consider myself more of a guy that's in between now. Like last year, I was more of a shut down the run type of guy. But now that I have lost weight, I can consider myself in the middle. A lot of good pass rushing, like the Effingham game, the pass rush game. But also, if I need to shut down, close a gap, I could do that too. So I feel like a good playing weight for me would probably be 240, 245. So I'm trying to gain at least another 10 more pounds on me, but being able to move. Yeah.
So you and Ramon got to start slamming some more chocolate chip cookies to get back up there. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. It's a balance, and sometimes it's predicated on what kind of defense you run, man. Some defensive staffs they want a 4-3 where their two defensive tackles can run a little bit, and then some guys want 3 along that defensive front.
I was feeling athletic yesterday though, because we was running good on good, and we got screamed. The defensive line got screamed. I stepped back. Got a pick.
You got a pick?
Yes. And I was like, I told Coach Lazat, Tony Lazat, I was like, Coach Lazat, on film that morning, I was like, Coach Lazat, I have a good feeling I'm gonna get a pick this week, either in the game. So I was like,
okay,
it's that, and then I got a pick Wednesday, that day, and I was like, it's destined. It's just destined. So I was just yelling out on the field. I was like, it's destined for one of us to get a pick this week.
Well, there's a young man that's a walk-on at Clemson. He may be on scholarship by now, but you remember Armand Mason, right?
Armand Mason, yeah. He won on that thing and he run that thing back.
And ever since from that play on, he earned my nickname of the long arm of the law. That
boy Armand Mason was something else.
Yeah, he was. Hey, Elias, what's the score in the ball game?
Seniors are up by 6, and any team.
Okay.
It's 2 quarters. They're in the last quarter right now. 19 minutes left.
All right. So, if you had to judge the coaching staff, you got Zion and Andy. Who's doing the best job?
Zion teams right now.
Yes, sir. He representing the Seniors.
Okay.
Yeah,
when is the last time the junior class won the Powder Puff game? You guys know?
No, sir.
No. Okay. All right. Yeah, most of the time seniors win just because they got more experience. But I know y'all started flag football a couple of years ago. Is Coach Dragon still the coach of flag football, or is it somebody else?
I'm not completely sure about that, but
I know it's Coach Scholar out there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Coach Scholar and Coach Dragon out there.
Okay, yeah, cool. We're gonna have him in a couple weeks on the Wildcat Nation Memphis Hot Show. Hey, before we're gonna round this thing out next 3, 4, 5 minutes. Elias, man. So when I knew who you were, man. I called the games, I run around, all that stuff. But when I met you, like face to face, talking a few weeks ago, I talked about crazy eyes, man. Did you think about that all, like during games? Like, man, I got, because I do, man. I tripped out every time you come out there in the Wildcat. I'm like, crazy eyes Wilkerson is coming out there to blow a couple of linemen up.
That's just 95 playing through 94. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what?
Man, that's all I need. That's all I need.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's all I need.
Oh yeah, Andy's in there and Dante. So sometimes y'all switch up personnel in there. So we try. Don't worry about it. Bottom. We try to give the big heavies their due.
I'm more so go on like third downs when it's long pass plays because I'm like looking at any. I'm a good pass rusher. That's when I come in.
Okay, you got the feet. Watch out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Watch out. Hey, so when you guys get that call for the Wildcat, we see it, man. We're like, here comes the Gator. You guys kind of get that little chip on your shoulder, like, here we go.
Elias be trying to hit everybody when he on Gator.
Yeah,
that's all Elias like to do.
All right, so let's keep.
My to wrap around, but if I see a hole, I just have to take it and blow the tank up or something.
All right, so let's keep it real, Elias. I know you got certain blocking schemes on the Gator, but let's keep it real. When you get in that spot, you're one of those up backs. Are you just looking to blow everybody up in front of you?
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought.
Indeed.
Yeah,
I would like to run the ball one time in Gator, but I don't think that's
I feel like coaches to get the defensive lineman one chance to run the ball.
Yeah, just one play. I feel like I was getting some big yards.
Almost every time y'all come out, Brock and I, we look at each other and go, all right, is this the time somebody's going to get a bone or not? It's going to happen sooner or later. Somebody's going to get a bone. And one of y'all big heavies is going to jump over like William did back in the 80s in the Super Bowl. But anyway, hey, guys, we're about 90 seconds here to round it out. Elias, go ahead and get your 30-second shout out there to Wildcat Nation there at the Powder Puff game before we let you go. We'll finish up.
You said what, sir?
Go ahead and give your 30-second shout out to Wildcat Nation before we let you go.
Okay. Wildcat Nation, we're gonna meet y'all Friday night to pack the stands, give us energy to boost the game Friday. Make it big.
Well, hey man, thanks for joining us, Elias. Man, get them crazy eyes ready to go on Friday night.
You will see that tomorrow night.
Can't wait for the Gator tomorrow night. All right, thanks for joining us, Elias. We'll see you tomorrow night. Dante, so you've already had your pregame meal tonight, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, well, I'm gonna go off the air with my new hip hop here. Hey, tell your mom and dad, good. We got their call in rolling several times, about 3 or 4 times during the game. Next week I'm gonna start rolling during the coaches show. Got some of miners here. Yeah, during the coaches show. But anyway, hey man, have a good night. Thanks for joining us. See y'all tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us on the Players Lounge. It's been fun. Talk to defensive linemen.
You're gonna touch the sky.
Elias Wilkinson and Dante Goodman. And don't get me wrong, the crazy eyes with Elias didn't have anything to do with like just in general. It was he's so quiet, he's so quiet, and I just kind of thought after meeting and talking to him for a little while that he's one of those dudes that just he's quiet and he doesn't say nothing, and then when he puts on that pad for him, it turns into a crazed maniac, and it kind of does. It kind of shows. It kind of shows. Anyway, thanks for joining us on the Players Round tonight. Still looking for a sponsor to round out the rest of the regular season and then into the playoffs. So if you're interested in that, touch base with us, and we will rock and roll with that. Tomorrow's schedule. Friday, I'm talking about like it's multiple days away, but tomorrow's schedule, 5:30. The live Cat Pack Tailgate Show sponsored by Christina Dozier, Dozier Real Estate. And at 6:30, we will play the audio version of this show right here, 6:30 to 7 o'clock. And then at 7 o'clock, it's the Robin Lance Realty pregame show, live on LoveCountryRadio.com. And then we'll roll right into the kickoff at 7:30. All the live action, Friday Night Live. All our football games broadcast on Love Country Radio, powered by, yes, Troy Pageant Insurance of Richmond Hill. And also, don't forget, you can also check out some of our other games. With South Effingham is off tomorrow. Bradwell Institute, they're playing tomorrow. I can't remember who they're playing. And Freddie and Tim are going to be calling big game, Liberty County and Calvary Day. But those games are on our site too. You just go to the website and click the helmet, and you'll hear the broadcast. The Richmond Hill is our flagship, so it's rock and roll with that. Like we always say, going off there on Low Country Radio, whether it's lowcountryradio.com or some of our social media shows. Always. On a serious note, we've been having a good time tonight, but turn to somebody you know or you don't know. Tell them you love them. And as always, build love.
You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah. You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.